here, and today we're gonna do a Q&A. So how do I easiest do this? Do I mash up the questions? Do I put them on the screen? Anyways, I have gotten emails, DMs, in the comments, and today I am gonna answer questions. So let's get right into it. First of all, where am I from? I am from Sweden. I'm born here, I'm raised here. I haven't always lived here. I currently live in a town called Gothenburg. I was born in a town called Borås, a little town. How old am I? I am 30 years old. I am born January 22nd, 1988. I love being 30 and being able to say I'm 30, but I still have a young mind. What do I think of Swedish people? Since I have been traveling quite a bit, I do meet a lot of people, different cultures, I am in different environments, and I think that we are a little closed up, not as social as me, for example, but I think it has to do with that we're always super stressed, and it's we just go. I mean, I love my Swedish people. I just think that people need to get out in the world more and socialize, and I'm the kind of person that would stand at a bus stop when it's super rainy, and then people around me be like, what is she doing? And I just smile at them, and because I think smiles are contagious. I spent about 2 years in the States working as an au pair, a nanny. I've also worked as an English teacher, so that's why my English is as good as it is. I actually don't know where I want to live in the future. I feel that wherever it takes me, that's where I'm gonna live. And as long as I'm happy, it doesn't matter where I live. I don't feel like I belong in a certain place at the moment. I don't feel like home is home. Yeah, this is my apartment and Gothenburg is where I live, but I don't necessarily feel like this is where I need to live in the future. So, what is my favorite carb that I can't live without? I must say rice. I absolutely love rice. I love sushi. I love everything that has rice. But also, I am a big fan of popcorn. So, I mean, it's a really tough one. I actually studied music production with a baseline of vocals. I can't say that I worked with it, but that's what I was studying, which kind of rolls us into another question. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, a secret talent, I wouldn't say it is. Yeah, I love singing. I don't do it too much anymore, and I think with a little practice that I could get back into it. When I was younger, I used to sing a lot all the time. I used to record things and perform in different places and stuff like that. But
she knows she can fly away. Oh, she got both feet on the ground and she's burning it down. Oh.
So that would probably be my secret talent. Or maybe that I can read people's minds. Who knows? Am I in a relationship? I do have a boyfriend. His name is Marijn and he's from Holland. And when did we meet? I'm gonna get back to that question a little later. I am a person who really loves people more than I love myself. I'm very helpful, I'm very enthusiastic, energetic, positive, and happy. Obviously, we all do have our bad days, but most of the times I try to stay positive because I know that being bitter doesn't make you happier. So, what languages do I speak? Well, alright, so my native language is Swedish. So I speak Swedish, obviously. I also speak English. I actually use English in my daily life more than I use the Swedish. So at this point, my English is almost better than the Swedish sometimes. I dream in English, I'm thinking in English. I'm just doing everything in English, basically. My family is actually Danish, so I do understand a lot of Danish. I can speak a bit. I mean, if I spend a lot of time in Denmark, I do tend to fall into the language, so I understand it and I can speak some of it, but I can't say on the straight hand that I speak Danish or that I understand Danish, but some of it I do understand, in moderation. Same goes with Norwegian. I don't speak it, but I do understand it. I have friends there. One of my best friends, she's from Norway, And she speaks Norwegian to me sometimes, and you know, I speak Swedish back. So like that's how it works with the Scandinavian languages. If me as a Swede speak Swedish to a Norwegian person or a Danish person, we kind of understand each other. It's like a heavy dialect. I'm learning Dutch. It's an interesting language that I actually wanted to learn for many years. Since 2012, when I started to meet a lot of Dutch people through the work I was doing. It's just an interesting language that is not too different from Swedish, but still very different. Like the pronunciations are very strange sometimes, but that's what makes it interesting, and that's why I want to learn it. And also because obviously my boyfriend is from Holland, so it would be nice to, you know, understand what he's saying all the time. I do speak some Spanish. I love Spanish actually. I'm about 60% fluent in Spanish. I don't understand it fully. My vocabulary in Spanish is pretty big. It's just my problem is to put words together. But I can, like, if someone speaks Spanish around me, I can like kind of understand what they're speaking about and like put the words together that I know and like make meaning out of it. Like it kind of works. What else? I spent a fair amount of time in Greece, so I actually do understand some Greek. But the language I probably speak best is body language. All can do it. Actually, I don't like have a specific music that I listen to. I like all music with a good beat. Like it has to catch me. So sometimes I like reggaeton. Sometimes I like hip hop. Sometimes I like hardstyle. Sometimes I like techno, or this or that, or you know, like. But mostly I would say I like Latin music, like the typical music you would think of a Zumba class. It makes me happy. It makes me want to move. Or besides that, just commercial radio shit. I actually have a hard time listening to music because I never know what to listen to. So when I sit there in front of the computer thinking like, what am I going to listen to? Like, I end up putting the radio on because I can't decide. It's probably the fact that I'm super indecisive, and it can be like a big thing or a small thing. Most of the time it's simple as, what should I eat? If I get a menu in front of me or I'm standing in McDonald's, I go crazy. One thing that I'm really struggling with every time I eat sushi is that if I have a piece that is different from the other piece, or if I have more than one piece left, I don't know. Like I always end up with 2-3 pieces on the plate thinking, okay, which one should I eat now? Which one should I eat last? Which one do I feel like? Which one is better? Like I know that I like them all and they're all good, but I just don't know which one I want to end it with, or you know, like, or if I have 4 pieces left, maybe I'm full at piece 3 and I saved the best fun for last, and I don't know how to figure it out. It annoys me. And same with like, what am I supposed to wear? I always stand there in my closet that is full of clothes, by the way, and I never have anything to wear. Maybe that's just a girl's problem. Dream guy. A guy that knows himself, is independent, very forward, social, strong-minded, positive, and treats me like a princess and appreciates me for who I am and for all my flaws, and he has to make me smile. And if he has a good set of arms. I have been active in sports since I was just a little girl. Dancing, figure skating, gymnastics, soccer. So I've always been involved with different sports. I probably went into like the gym and weightlifting when I was about 15, 16. Didn't know what I was doing at all. I had a trainer. I went to like classes that you can take in a gym, boxing, body pound, core classes, I don't know, like all of them. I tried everything. When did I like feel that I had muscle or that I liked weightlifting that way? It was probably when I was about 18 maybe, and I lived in the States and I gained a fair amount of weight. I got pretty fat, and I found a trainer at the gym, and she just like, oh, let's turn you into body fitness. Hell yeah, I said. Lost a lot of weight again, like trained a lot and got an amazing physique actually. I know what I can do with my body, and now I'm just trusting my muscle memory to get back into it. So when I arrived back from the States 2009, I stopped training, lost my muscles, you know, that happens, because I was working a lot, and I was also commuting back then, so I had like no time. But then when I moved, I started working out again and muscles came back fairly quickly, but I injured my shoulder. So sadly, I had to have surgery, which put me out of training. My arm was stuck to my body like this. The recovery time was 1.5 years. I just started training a little bit again, but never get into routine because I didn't see results quick enough, and I was just like weak and skinny. Ugh. Average, boring. And then about 1.5 years ago, I started lifting again, started going back to the gym, trying to get motivated, and end up hurting my knee. Yes, Veronica, smart. No, I couldn't do cardio, I couldn't do anything, so I just... But now, I am back in the gym again with really good coaching. I'm on a good program and I learned to listen to my body. Like if it hurts to stop or pull back a bit. It's really hard to stop sometimes when you just feel like, go. So now I'm back into lifting and I love it, and I try to go like 4 or 5 times a week, and I'm also keeping track of what I eat, tracking my macros, and I also do intermittent fasting, and it's a lifestyle that I love to live. Keeps me more focused, more energized, and I just love it. Combined with the gym, I think I'm getting good results and I feel just happy and fresh about it. So to answer the question, it's probably about 15 years. Sounds crazy when you think of it. Gosh, time flies. Am I always as happy as I look? I am a very positive person. I'm like a happy spirit, but no, I'm not always as happy as I look. I love to spread happiness, and I don't feel like posting a sad picture of myself is gonna make anyone else happier. We're all sad sometimes. I just don't like to express it, because I think that if you are sad or a bit negative, it's easier to make other people sad and negative. I do have really, really bad days and really good days, just like the rest of us. Do you have any piercings? Yes, I do. 1, 2, 3, and then I have 2 in my belly button. When I was younger and I decided to go all rebel, I had piercings here, 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 my nose, my eyebrow, and like everywhere else that you can get pierced. Tell me about your tattoos, they say. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tattoos. I have a silhouette of New York around my right leg. I have the text here on my side, which says in Swedish, dröm om morgondagen, minns gårdagen, lev idag, which actually means dream about tomorrow, remember yesterday, and live today. And then I have one on my right arm, which is of a Greek wooden statue. It's eternal love. It's 2 people caressing each other, kissing each other. And then I have one around my wrist, text on my arm that says everything beautiful is fragile, and next to that I have a gray feather. I used to have some other tattoos, but I had them removed due to that I did them when I was very young and I wasn't really comfortable having them anymore, so I had them lasered off. What inspired me to start my YouTube channel? Funny one. I was one of the first vloggers in Sweden about 10, 11 years ago. I started vlogging when I was living in the States. What's that? Yeah, 2007. Wow, that's a long time ago. It was a crazy part of my life. I was working as a nanny, just adventurous, like I was vlogging about my life. But what inspired me back then was just that I just felt like I want to save this experience for something in the future. So I started filming myself and filming everything I did. And then like a friend of mine who runs a big company here in Sweden that has to do with events, and he asked me to actually become a face of that company. So I started vlogging under the company name and like host the parties and talk about things, and it was just adventurous. And we also had a blog, like writing on the next to it. I felt like it wasn't serious enough, and back then you could not make money out of it, so I dropped off and I went into another career in sales. So what inspired me actually? Just that I wanted to keep memories for me, and I think that is the right decision to do. Just keep it for yourself, do it for yourself at first, and then if you can inspire someone along the way, it's a really great thing. People want to join you, just have them hop on. And here is a clip of me 10 years ago vlogging.
Calm down. It's okay, Veronica.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna call them again.
Call her.
No! Fuck! Fuck them all!
You pussy.
And the kids outside. Yeah. That's that. And back to the relationship part. Me and my boyfriend. How did we meet? When did we meet? What's up? I'm actually not gonna tell you, because we did a couples Q&A a while back, which you have all the answers regarding us. So I just highly recommend you to watch it when it's dropping. Sorry. That was it for me, and I hope I got your questions covered regarding who am I And if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!